The euro dollar has sold off here, as you can see, all the way down to the right about the 3000s level, 1.3000. And what's happened is all holders of long inventory that were holding in this new December contract have liquidated. So the euro dollar has taken out every single level of held long position supply. All these price levels now below I've turned to yellow, they're dead levels, because every single level of inventory that was holding has unwound. We've even had a bit of extension below our previous lowest level of held inventory, so that's showing me not only are we getting long liquidation, but we're getting some newly initiated sellers joining this trade, and we have extended the delta volume distribution. Since then, the euro has bounced a bit, not uncommon. This is an extreme out of balance open interest situation. So euro dollar down almost to the 3000s level on the last held long inventory cashing out. The other thing to note, we have had a lot of shorts accumulation selling into this rotation. Here we had a bit of lift right up to about the 3090s area, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right around 3090s area. We had sellers continuing to sell into that lift, and then the market rolled over and has had some range extension lower, about 100 pips down from this point. So that's the story on euro. The euro has pulled back some more, but we've gotten everybody that was long to let go, so it's very likely we're going to bounce a bit this morning. What we're going to need at this point to get the euro lower would be some sort of catalyst that would bring in newly initiated sellers to drive the euro lower. Since we're absent of held long inventory, we really don't have anybody that can be pushed into liquidating out of their long positions at this point. We're right up against the edge of the volume distribution, and we're now at an extreme open interest ratio. So the environment we're at now is the predominance of participants that are in this market holding open positions are short, and there's hardly anyone of any significant position size holding long positions at this time. And that is the story in the euro. ES situation, S&P 500 E-mini hasn't changed a whole lot from yesterday. Kind of contained in a narrow range of price action. We did have a little bit of lift, and you can see there's a little bit of buying into the end of day Tuesday, a little bit of lift here in the after hours session through the EU session, and now we've bled off kind of back right into that same range. Inventory situation is we're still holding long inventory from those that came in as buyers off this bounce when we had the major inventory grab. There has been long accumulation in all this trade action. We had a little bit of lift. As you can see, the ES has rolled back into this range, and we're kind of sitting here. We're right between overhead resistance levels and our lower held long inventory support. So main areas that I'm still tracking in the ES holding inventory, we do have a little bit of short inventory here holding off the 1459s now. We've had sellers in this area accumulating into that rally, and then we've pulled back. Still have our same level. We have inventory holding here off the 1463s, and the highest level up here off the 1468s. Below us, we have long holders that have been accumulating inventory in the lower 1450s, and that inventory is still holding. ES is basically range bound, not really doing anything special. Again, if equities comes in and runs any sort of sell program activity, the ES could unwind this last held long inventory fairly easy. If euro dollar gets some sort of a bounce and gets back into rally mode, then it wouldn't be surprising to see equities doing some buying, and as a result we might get ES then to liquidate some of the short positions and trade higher back up into its range. In the ES then, the current open interest is we're still about 2/3 holding short positions and about 1/3 of participants holding long positions. That is our current open interest ratio. So the market is holding some long inventory in the 1449s level on up, and the predominance of the short inventory is holding up here right about the 1463s up through the 1468s. And that is the report. If you have any questions, contact us at info at marketlevelsreport.com.